Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the fifth round of Vyeshal Kyawlnez. Again, it's gonna be Butter Gentleman, and Josh against each other in the very, very crazy tournament that is the Vyeshal Kyawlnez. Right, we're gonna see here that players have already selected the builds, and they're very, very quick here. So it's gonna be Gentleman with Wolf and Badger, Chameleon Sue, and ButterCake here with a lot of defensive structures, Mole and Falcons. Josh here with Owl. I want to see what happens when those 4 defensive structures come out here, and as long as he's not using the balloon, that's very allowed. The only banned thing here is, of course, the balloon here, but ButterCake is not that fun a person. He's not going to go for the very annoying build. Okay, well, time to introduce players here. It's going to be in the left side of the map here. We're going to have ButterCake. Then on the north side, we're going to have TheGentleman. And on the right side here, we have Josh. Seems like everyone is going for a standard 5-farm opening here. Nothing crazy happening so far here. And if you look at the mills, this one here is a little bit between TheGentleman and ButterCake here. But the 2 others here, very much like in the center, and everyone can go for them. Of course, Josh has this one that's a little bit closer to him. So TheGentleman and ButterCake might be fighting a little bit more for mills than Josh here. But sure, this is still in firing range for pretty much anyone to go to. So far, though, only farms have been queued. No real tier 1 wars to see. So we'll give this a little bit of time to develop. Gentleman is going for instant 8 farms here, as we can see here. And the ones are going to come down here with squirrels in them from Josh. On only 7 farms and 8 farms for ButterCake here, which means Josh maybe just might have a little bit of an offensive potential here. He's the only one with any sort of army. If we look at army value here, it's an army value of only 20 though, which is not really a lot. Enough to take down 1 pick in a 1 versus 1, but not 2 picks in a 2 versus 1. Right, second one coming down here from Josh here with more squalls. And Gentleman is going for 6 lizards. Lizards, I'm very much unit to Gentleman. I've experienced that on ladder quite a bit. ButterCake, meanwhile, going for the Squall plus Toad combo that can definitely deal with lizards. And we'll see what happens here. The Gentleman, of course, has this band here. So there's probably going to be some war over the middle here. ButterCake is actually going to advance up here and get that MG down to try and pressure Gentleman to being unable to take this mill here. ButterCake is trying to secure this for himself right now already. The Gentleman is looking to maybe poke here, but Josh here just building army. Josh is just chilling while these 2 here are trying to push for these mills. ButterCake is in a very good position to take it. He's already going to take it now here while he's going to sit here and defend. And the Gentleman is going to try and go for something, but a Toad blows right up on his lizard army, damaging all of them and forcing him to go on the retreat for now. ButterCake there is going for more squalls. He's up on 9 squalls and 10 free toads. And Josh, meanwhile, is going for chameleons and squalls. And the Gentleman is going for lizards and 6 chameleons. Heavy into that T2. He wants to break through with all those T2 and see if he can just push in and destroy it all. Josh here is also expanding. He's going for the first farm here, which ButterCake is also. So that means the Gentleman is the only one that doesn't really have an expansion. He's forced to act and do something about that. Something. Josh just going to scout here. Josh is not fighting anyone, and the Badger's going to come out for Gentleman here. I wonder if we'll see some good Badger micro from the Gentleman here. I think that is very, very possible. Meanwhile, it seems that ButterCake here is just trying to mass MG it up. Make sure that no one can push in here. Claim his mill all for himself. Ferrets will be very effective here, and I might want to see just a few of them. To sell that, Gonna build an MG down on the low ground instead here, which is gonna be more vulnerable to poke. Camille's gonna come out here for the gentleman though. What is he going to do with them? Is he looking to do something sneaky? It's going over to Josh here though. The commander dies here, and the 6 chameleons are forced to engage here, and they're going to be taken down with minimal losses on Josh's side here. The gentlemen are 6 chameleons down though. No, only 3. The 3 here gets to pull back here as the gentleman comes to life here. So a big loss for the gentleman here. 180 food down the drain. ButterCake meanwhile here is just looking to defend here and just take a nice chill game while Josh here is mashing up those chameleons here. Chameleons seem to be very popular here, and ButterCake's finally getting a T2 out. He has his one little skunk here. Like a very defensive game so far. Batcher's come out for the gentleman. He might be looking to make a move very soon with all those to tank, all those chameleons to tank. He's gonna make a move here. He wants this gristmill very, very bad. The chameleons are gonna come in here and just take that out. The explosions come in here, and the Badger here is going to be wound up, going to be able to take out the whole army here and attack this mill and just destroy ButterCake completely. Meanwhile, Josh here is actually going to move his army. Might he engage just at the right time now? It is definitely time for him to engage here, and Josh is going to go straight for his base here. Mill down for ButterCake, while Ops is not now going to have to deal with Josh attacking him directly. He's gonna force Josh to retreat here. Josh does not want to take this fight here when the Badger is here to do big amounts of damage. ButterCake is gonna go for that mill immediately once more. There's gonna be 6 T11s here with units that's just gonna try back up here, but gentleman here is not born yesterday. He's gonna deny that because he wants that mill for himself. He's gonna try and buy it, but little did he know he has chameleons that are queuing up, so he can't really do that before he sells off some of his chameleons. ButterCake is going to go for the middle mill then, and that's gonna be denied though, as the Badger just comes in here and mows down ButterCake's army here, and Josh here is just watching, looking at this carnage going on here. Badger's going to retreat here. Badger's going to live just fine. Is ButterCake gonna have a mill there? But ButterCake's mill go down here, and ButterCake's down on 2 farms, so is the gentleman, and Josh meanwhile is just sitting here on 8 farms having massive eco while these two fight it out, trying to just desperately get another mill. No one's paying much attention to Josh here, which I feel is a mistake on both their parts, as they might lose the game to just that. Gentleman's gonna go for the second mill here, and these squads are gonna ram themselves right into ButterCake and Josh's army here, and that's not really gonna do much. Both the gentleman and ButterCake are starving now, so they have to grab a mill. Gentleman is taking the one up on the hill though, so he will not be starving, but Josh's big army is just waiting here, and it's just growing bigger and bigger. Josh up there just scouting that. ButterCake is going to try to go for that. ButterCake has to buy farm the moment that spawns. He does not want to starve, and it takes 20 seconds to build a mill. He's going to be down onto 10 seconds of the starve timer here. Going to be very close for him. Both Josh and the gentleman is just one. Look at the territory just squeezed in between all this. And 6 MGs going down. ButterCake does not want this farms to be taken down. He wants to try and do something in this game. Just wants to have an impact. Gentleman, meanwhile, is just going to sit down on his farms here, and Josh here is going for his 7th farm. Not going to go up on 8 just yet. He might save that just in case of starvation, so he cannot be starved. I'll going down for Josh, though, so he's finally going for his T3, which Gentleman has had for quite a while. That is really the only thing that Gentleman has over Josh right now. That is the T3. Everything else is really in Josh's lead. ButterCake is stalling this match though. He's working as he's like a little roadblock between the two. Meaning that they'll have to battle their way through ButterCake's base, which is not that hard, but it's still a little bit of a loss if you're gonna take down those 5 MGs at least. I think stalling this game out will work very much in the Gentleman's favor, as these farms over here on Josh's mill here, the second one, are slowly starting to starve out. Meaning if the gentleman can just sit here and go for eco, he can actually maybe catch up again. These maps are horrific for free player FFA, says Cadbury Lion. I agree, that's the fun of this. I've seen much better maps than this. This is horrific. Truly horrible. ButterCake is going up on 5 farms now, so he might actually have an impact if Josh waits for too long. I don't feel like Josh should wait for much longer. Josh maybe should just do something, but he's just going for 4 owls. He just wants to get that big owl value. Wolf, meanwhile, is going to go down for the gentleman here. He's going to try and get that wolf buff badger power, which of course too can be very, very strong. He's also saving 1 farm in case of starvation. He actually sold off all his chameleons to do that. Sold off all his chameleons to build those farms quicker. Very nice play, but we'll see if Josh is actually going to punish that. But Josh still has to push through ButterCakes first. Alright, ButterCake's finally going to get some units out here. Gentleman's going to poke that 1 farm down though. Poke down there and... oh. Just take down an MG and a farm for free. Just to distract here, and ButterCake is trying to get some kind of army. Maybe, just maybe, ButterCake will be able to do something this match. Three owls are out for Josh now, by the way, and the 4th one is almost out too. That's going to be a huge amount of mice that'll be on the field there. That's going to be very, very scary for both Gentleman and ButterCake. Oh, that's sad. That 1 pig is actually in range, shooting the MG down very, very slowly. There's nothing really ButterCake can do about it. Meanwhile, Josh is gonna scout here. There's nothing really interesting to see. That's just, well, what we're seeing now. Wolf is coming out with Gentleman though, and the Wolf is out right now. I mean, he can buff his eco or buff his Badger. He's probably looking to buff his Badger and see if the buff Badger can chew through all those mice. That's a huge amount of mice, though. 4 owls versus Badger plus Wolf. Oh, the Badger's buffed. It's actually going to try and take out an MG and a pig there. It's going to be very successful. Gentleman is trying to make a little bit of action happen here onto ButterCake here. Just using those pigeons to constantly heal his Badger and keep it buffed there, walking it back and forth to take down the MGs. The Mariner goes down, which means he can just freely poke there from atop the hill. ButterCake can't really do much about it. ButterCake's just sitting in such a bad economy. Not really much ButterCake can do. Josh, meanwhile, look at those huge amount of mice there, just waiting to be unleashed on this world. Those are hellspawn. Those will murder everything. Will Josh send them ahead, though? Seems like Josh is hesitant for some reason, and Ops, meanwhile, is just running back and forth with his Badger and poking away. You gotta try and go for a second Badger, though, so... second Badger with all this? That might be fun to watch. Oh, poor ButterCake. Trying his best to stay in the game. Huge Badger damage coming up though here, and yeah, there's nothing really much that ButterCake can do here. This Badger just takes down little by little. It is merciless in its poke. Second Badger's been queued for Gentleman here, so he might just be waiting for that. And meanwhile, Josh just going for more squirrels here, and just still waiting to unleash those hellish 4 owls onto the map. Starvation is beginning for Josh now. There's just sitting there on the tire now, but he still has this 1 farm, meaning that if he feels the need to, he can just queue it and be nice and safe. So Josh is not starving just yet, but he's getting closer. ButterCake, meanwhile, is kicked out of the game almost. Still, ButterCake is alive by having this mill here, but ButterCake is starving and has to go for the mill again. But now Josh finally decides to move out. and deny this. Seems like ButterCake does not have anything to do. Those toads are going to go off on the mice there, which might soften up the mice army, making it a little bit easier for Gentleman if Gentleman goes in while the mice have been damaged. We'll see what happens. Does Gentleman know that this is the time? Like Gentleman is looking to engage, maybe. He's starving, so he has to sell MG or something. There you go. He queues his farm there. And now the fight happens. The fight of the century. 2 Badgers, Wolf, and against 4 Owls and the rest of Blue's army here. Is it gonna happen? The Badgers are attacking all they can. They're just chewing through all this, but is it enough? Is it enough? Is it enough? No, the Badgers are not enough, and the Owls are going to be victorious, and they're going to push into up Gentleman's base here. Doesn't seem like it'll be any victory for the Gentleman today. Congratulations to Josh for winning this game. Congratulations to Josh for winning this game here.